white umbrella or Dorji Tsuktor Sardokpa Chemo, or also known as Dukar, Hyomdi, Dema, Dokar. And again, in order to begin this ceremony, and part of the ceremony, as many of you already know, this introduction. The introduction is a reminding of how important, how precious this teaching is, and as well as also ourselves or yourself, how important, how precious, how this beautiful opportunity to kind of igniting and all these beautiful qualities that inherit in our nature, bring up to the full bloom status, and together with this, again, then connecting to the divine mandala of the Dorji Tutto Sardokpa Chemo or Kyomdi Dema Dokkan. And again, I'm going to tell now, and maybe I will tell afterward. And this is again, we strengthen our beautiful motivation of the bodhicitta, and as well as purely understand the nature of the mind and nature of all these phenomena existing, and that which is so important. And first, the bodhicitta, again, you all know the bodhicitta is kindness and compassion for with the selfishless, greedless thought, thinking of all sentient beings. They wish them best, good, happiness. And I'm doing also this technical part of this ceremony, wish that become the great cause to bring joy, peace, happiness. Now, and continually that way, and then become the enlightenment or the Buddha, which means free from the suffering, difficulty, troubles, full of joy and peace, happiness. And that is what really means the Buddha. So wishing all those best thought. And then, same time, then again, purely understand the nature of the mind, nature of the phenomena, because this teaching and empowerment we're taking this part is Vajrayana teaching. Vajrayana teaching is not just a regular thing and mundane status. It is a teaching go beyond of the mundane status as duality conceptions, bring up the full bloom, the nature status, and that is what it is. And that's why we're going to connect to also this white umbrella, because white umbrella nature of what we're going to visualize is also beyond the conception, beyond the duality. It's a kind of almost unimaginable state of the realization and meditating that we're going to take that place. So therefore, mundane duality conception is not exactly where we connect with that. So therefore, and to really be strong, can be courageous, be openness, and then without any intellectual and kind of like thinking this, that, all these things, and just jump right in the state of the Vajrayana in this great sacred teaching, mandala, and that is how we're going to embracing this empowerment and receive empowerment. And now, with that understanding, again, we talk a little bit about, or I talk a little bit about the white umbrella. And the white umbrella is generally the Buddha, totally enlightened beings, absolute Buddha. And he appeared in this world as I said yesterday, when Buddha Shakyamuni meditated, and in the Crown Chakra meditation known as, I'm going to read this text, which is just part of this text as introduction. And in the teaching here said, this is when Buddha moment, once upon the time, or once I heard this teaching, that moment, the Buddha Shakyamuni, who is residing in the Tushita heaven, right in front of the palace of the Indra, the king of the gods, Indra, and there is a big gathering of all the Sangha members, ordained monks and nuns, and as well as great bodhisattvas. Together with the Indra, king, Indra, the god's king, Buddha gathered with that and sitting right there. And that moment, the Indra put or set up the throne to the Buddha. And Buddha sat on that throne. Moment he set that throne, Buddha entered in the samadhi known as the beholding the Unishka, the crown chakra, the exploring and discovering of the crown chakra status. Moment Buddha entered in that chakra status, that moment, then this great Buddha, the white umbrella, he appeared with full bloom power, full bloom majestic, dignity, splendid qualities that will completely destroy all the negativities, obscurations and obstacles. Moment he entered that will reverse all those negativities. At the same time, the voice came spontaneously. Pay homage to the Buddha, pay homage to the Dharma, pay homage to the Sangha, pay homage pay homage to the millions and millions of the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, enlightened beings. Pay homage to all the Bodhisattvas and Arhatas and the great enlightened beings and great Bodhisattva who completely embodies the full loving kindness to all the sentient beings. And these words came spontaneously, and he appeared full bloom status. Full bloom state of this, then I will talk later, and many of you know practicing the white umbrella. He is many like emanations. He appeared in that form in many different forms and many different gestures and many different colors and formations. That all came. And this is this white umbrella is, or white Dongyal. And then he reversed all the negativities and obscurations and obstacles, as I said. So this is the white umbrella. Now, white umbrella also can be, of course, I can talk more these things tomorrow with the sadhana but that's how he appeared right there, and then full bloom of this sutra teaching. This is the entire sutra teaching of this white umbrella, where all these different sadhanas emerged by those great masters. Sadhanas are known as then condensed and more practical instructions of these practices. So this is the white umbrella. And now again he can be understand and discover three different ways. Those are known as then Dharmakaya, Sambhokaya, and Dharmakaya enlightened beings. Sambhokaya and the Dharmakaya and the Sambhokaya and Dharmakayas are the different categories of the enlightenment qualities that we can discover and explore these natures. This is not that the Buddha divided that division in order to make kind of like difficult to perceive these enlightenment qualities, but rather our capabilities. According to our capabilities, readiness, and then we can perceive these three different levels of the Buddhas. For example, if we are highly enlightened beings, or same as like Buddha Shakyamuni and Gurupema Sambhava, we can perceive then white umbrella as Dharmakaya Buddhas. Dharmakaya Buddha is beyond the conceptions, beyond the imagination, and beyond any categories. It's just only the realization to realization, or meet realization to realization, may merge as one single state without any division and without any distinctions, and fully understand that nature or realize that nature. And that is known as the Dharmakaya Buddha of the white umbrella. And he is then known as the Buddha Samye Badris and the Panya Paramatas. Those are all known as the Dharmakaya nature, Dharmakaya of the white umbrella. Now again, to perceive this Dharmakaya Buddha, we have to be as totally enlightened beings, as Buddha Shakyamuni, as Gurupema Sambhava, as only other those Buddhas. That's how we can discover, connect to this Buddha. That means also we're going to discover the Sambhokaya Buddha and Dharmakaya Buddha too. It's not just we are only going to perceive the Dharmakaya Buddhas. When you have the higher realization, you can experience the full quality of the Buddha's nature enlightened qualities, without left any mysteries or without left anything. That we discover completely that nature. And that is known as then Dharmakaya Buddha. As I said, Samadhi and the symbolic is Samadhi as well as the Panchaparamada natures. And then when we have the realization such as great bodhisattvas, great bodhisattva realization at Bhumi, 10th Bhumi bodhisattva realizations. And that means we remove a lot of obstacles and negativities, duality, graspings. And we have that realization, we can discover Sambhogaya nature of the mother white umbrella or the white umbrella. This is known as then white umbrella herself is also Sambhogaya nature. Sambhogaya nature state of the white umbrella. And as well as then the 5 Dhyana Buddha, female Buddhas. Those are all known as then that the Dharma Sambhogaya nature of the mother white umbrellas. And then as well as often in the teaching said also Vajravarahis is known as the Sambhogaya nature of the white umbrella, and the white umbrella herself and a life as Nakini and so forth. And Vajra Yoginis many times also mentioned as a Vajra Yogini. Those all are known as then the Sambhogaya mother white umbrella. Again, to discover full realization, full quality of this Sambhogaya nature, we have to be as realization similar as like great bodhisattvas at 10th, 9th Bhumi bodhisattva. Then we can experience in full, not just experience, we can see exactly these great beings, because we are ready to experience and contract or realize these natures, because it's beyond the duality. Pretty much it is really beyond the duality, because the duality mind cannot perceive and comprehend or can fit or can adjust it, this nature completely. And therefore, it is beyond the most duality status. And then when we have the kind of in the duality status, then we can also experience it again, known as then the Nirmakaya Buddhas. These Nirmakaya Buddhas, as the most times like 21 emanations of Mother Tara, often in the teaching said the Nirmakaya Buddhas, and as well as so forth like Vasanarakini Sojas, Matic Labdums, and so forth. Those all known as Nirmakaya Buddha, and as well as then also the renowned Nirmakaya Buddha in male Buddha, such as Buddha Shakyamuni, Gorapyama Sambha. They are the Nirmakaya Buddhas, because this in Nirmakaya Buddha can be perceived with duality beings, and that's how the Buddhas appeared in order to benefit that. So this to kind of understand this three Kaya Buddha according to our realization level, or according to compassion and kindness level of the Buddhas, can appear in these 3 different ways. And the Buddhas are again to benefit for all the sentient beings. And therefore, then Buddha also emanated in 3 different ways, to communicating, to helping, to guiding to them, known as Dharmakaya, Sambhogaya, Nirmakaya, or according to our realization, when we put contact to these 3 kayas, and then again, when we are heavily obscure time, we can communicate, contact with it, and full benefit, that is then the Nirmakaya Buddhas. And then when we are quite high realization beings, such as great Bodhisattva, known as then Sambhogaya Buddhas, then known as when we are fully enlightened beings, again full experience and realize it, and that is known as then the Dharmakaya Buddha. So there's 3 different ways to understand this Dharmakaya Buddha. And again, Mother White Umbrella, she is the embodiment of all 3 Kayas, Buddhas. Not just the only Buddha, and as I said in this Tantra, in the teaching said, she is the embodiment of hundreds, millions of the Buddhas. She embodies all those Buddhas, and all those are in a way her emanations. She is the mother of all the Buddhas in the past, present, and the future, and that is the Mother White Umbrella. And she is then again in a symbol we known as is the emanation of the Mother Tara, or the one of the 21 emanation of Taras. According praise the 21 words to the Tara, she is 19th emanation of that when you read the text. And again, there's very beautiful commentary by Khenpo Padma Rinpoche. It's not just beautiful. I think this is one of the extraordinary commentaries that exist in now. Really, there's not many commentaries on the Tara meaning of 21 of Tara, such as Khenpo Padma Rinpoche. This commentary, it is quite unique. I mean, so far what we see, even in many great teachers mentioned, there's not really many commentary like this. And so this is so far. I mean, maybe there is something is hiding, because in Tibet there's so many great masters came one after another. But their teachings and works are also kind of in a way lost in a kind of like in the somewhere in a corner. And in ancient time, there's not many copies can write, only handwriting. So there's not really distributed well, and that could be something there existing. But otherwise, presently, what you can find, there's not really like such this commentary as Khenpo Padma Rinpoche. So in this, like in that verse, is that I think maintained is that praise to the white umbrella. So again, he is the white umbrella is the embodiment of all the Buddhas of the 3 times, and mother of all the Buddhas. He is the most powerful, renowned, great Buddha that removed all the obstacles, negativities, curse, black magics, all like such as known as 8 fears, such as fears from the water or fire, from the different elements, and as well as kings and laws and sources, and bad omens, black magics and nightmares, anything that really been disturbing to us and for the peace of the mind and happiness. And he is very powerful, is renowned ones. And as the great master Samye Rinpoche, the great master Samye Rinpoche said, this is the most powerful practices, that even when you practice this, then no matter what, there's no matter any can hurt you, or no matter how much they're powerful, how much they're strong, they cannot hurt you. It is like wearing the Vajra armor to yourself, that can protect from every problem, every fears in the samsara. That's what the great master Samye Rinpoche said in this text, which is translated quite roughly in here. So you can read that. I mean, this is really the full benefit of that. And this is also renowned practices in all the Tibetan Buddhisms. And this teaching, of course, it came from taught by the Buddha, as you say. This is also known as, of course, is Vajrayana teaching. Among the Vajrayana teaching, this is there's outer tantra and inner tantra. This teaching is known as then the outer tantras. But again, is the outer tantra with many great masters and Guru Padma Sambhava, or those great masters, as combined together with the outer tantra, with the inner tantra. So outer tantra, inner tantra teaching, both are combined in this teaching and joined as very special way. So this is what this teaching is.